I'm Justin Hiltner, and I'm so excited to be here. I realized this week this is my first in-person show since all this shit started. I'm a recent cancer survivor. I spent the last 4 years in my apartment. So here's some songs that I wrote when I was sad and gay, which is all the time. Here's one called Cest La Vie. I used to count the days we were apart like a flock of daggers in my heart, but now I'm stuck on counting all the many hours you don't cross my mind. I used to wonder what I'd do if hell froze over and I lost you. I smile now when I realize I couldn't count the weeks and months up if I tried. You're all c'est la vie, but you just make believe. You abandoned me, but I was born free. I wondered how my soul would feel if I walked the gangway set to sail and woke up all alone with no land on the horizon and a glassy sea. I woke up alone, that part I knew, but I guess my tears are heavy too, 'cause I tried my best to bail us out. But you said, c'est la vie. You're all c'est la vie, but you just make believe. You abandoned me, but I was born free. I've got my feet firm on the ground. I feel the soil, hear the sound of sandhill cranes warbling above me as they soar out of sight. I see the task laid out ahead. Stay, be still, not fly instead. Your roots need time to grow. They've been trying your whole life. I guess c'est la vie. It's all make-believe. No one can abandon me, 'cause I was born free. I was born free. I was born free. They don't tell you when you grow your hair out for the first time in your life that it just sweats so much more. So this past year I've been gardening a lot, like a lot of us have been. But gardening is one of those things that most people do to relax, and it makes me really anxious. So I wrote this song because I'm growing melons this year, and not just watermelons or not just, but I picked this specific kind of heirloom melon that's called Old Tennessee. And everything I read about Old Tennessee melons is they're not keepers. Eat them the day they ripen. Eat them the day you harvest them. So this summer when I've been traveling, seeing my family and all that for the first time since COVID, I was having waking nightmares about my melons rotting. And so I wrote a song about it. It's about anxiety, but it sounds like it's about melons. I go out there every day and measure. I tell myself I shouldn't, but I do. I swear I see them growing by the minute. My precious little heirloom honeydew. If my melons ripen while I'm off to ramble, if the corn stalks weigh down heavy with the beans, and their ears with silken hair hang down like weeping, I'll return to fields and furrows gone to fallow. And I know my rotten melons will always haunt my dreams. And though I knock so gently, no one answers. Not my knocking or my questions, neither nor. The watermelons only watch and dangle, and laugh to think they'll worry me no more. If my melons ripen while I'm off to ramble, if the corn stalks weigh down heavy with the beans, and their ears with silken hair hang down like weeping, I'll return to fields and furrows gone to fallow. And I know my rotten melons will always haunt my dreams. I thought that I was always bound to travel, to cast myself about like tumbleweeds. But now I wait to smell my ripe musk melons, with friendly butterflies and bumblebees. If my melons ripen while I'm off to ramble, if the corn stalks weigh down heavy with the beans, and their ears with silken hair hang down like weeping, I'll return to fields and furrows gone to fallow. And I know my rotten melons will always haunt my dreams. I just hope my ripe musk melons will somehow wait for me. Here's the spoiler. They didn't wait for me. My melons rotted in the field, and I will have nightmares of them. You should see it. I have one in a hammock right now. It's so cute. They're too heavy. They're like 12 pounds. I'm going out of town this weekend, and I know it's going to ripen while I'm gone. That's a brand new song that I've never played before live. And here's another one that's brand new that I've never played before live. And I had the idea for this song about 10 years ago, but the song only came to me in the past few weeks. And it's funny how that works. Sometimes it just needs to marinate. This one's called LeBaron, and it's not true, even though it sounds like it is. It's a work of fiction. Putting that out into the ether because my mom's gonna hate this song. We drove down to the banks of the French Broad. I realized I hadn't asked his name. He smiled at me and said, I'm Solomon. As we parked beside a rusty beat-up crane, I didn't hear the birds or the babbling stream. I didn't stop to think we might be seen. I just wondered how it'd feel to rest my hand upon his thigh. It wondered if he too was wondering when he said, I bought this LeBaron from my daddy. I know that it's crumbling at the seams, but it's taken me from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon I'll have to put the top up. For now I know I'm bound for sunny skies. I've just been trying to find a certain someone to help me light my joints up while I drive. I laughed at him and said, well, sign me up, and told him of a trip I always planned, and tried to block the thought out of my head of the veins and calluses on his strong hands. I thought that he would pass the blunt to me, until his left hand brushed against my knee. He pulled me in to kiss me, and exhaling through my lips, I learned firsthand what transcendental means. When he said, I bought this LeBaron from my daddy, I know that it's crumbling at the seams. It's still taking me from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon I'll have to get the top up. For now I know I'm bound for sunny skies. I've just been trying to find a certain someone to be the one to keep me warm at night. I imagined all those highway miles and saw myself laughing in the breeze, and the two of us wrestling with the soft top in the summer rain and hail, both shivering. I can't tell you all that happened next. You'd have to ask the birds or squirrels to snitch. But afterwards we smiled with my head upon his thigh and shared a blissful, salty, laughing kiss. He bought our LeBaron from his daddy. We love that it's crumbling at the seams. It's still taking us from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon we'll finally put the top up. We both get it up now seamlessly, And we'll never no more wish to find our someones, 'cause I know he'll be right beside me, with my hand on his thigh and a joint we pass between. Just in case you thought a grinder hookup couldn't be a country song. Speaking of country, I'm really excited to be opening for my friend Olivia Lloyd, a fantastic country singer-songwriter. We've known each other for nearly 10 years now, somehow. And one of my favorite things about country music and about writing country songs is that age-old country tradition of a song that's purely just based on a pun. And I love doing that. So here's one. Really, the whole idea for the song came from a pun. I should be in the right key first, though. If you have never heard the Kendalls, the Pittsburgh Steelers, that is really the archetypical version of a pun hook for a country song. But I like to think this one gets close. This one's called Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. I knew that I'd run into you eventually. I've played it in my head 1,000 times. It feels like deja vu to me. Hi, Tanya. I'm already done rehearsing. I know what I've felt and fought. And before we both go our separate ways, grant me just the peace of mind of letting go of what I have to say. Tanya, your son broke my heart again. Do you think he knows that I'm still in pain? Does he ask himself if it's him or me, if we're living in the same reality? Tanya, you didn't teach him to abandon things, or to run away, or go off to sea. You gave him boundless love and generosity. Where did it all go wrong on its way to me? Do you think he knows that I'm still in pain? Tanya, your son broke my heart again. Do you think he knows that I'm still in pain? Tanya, your son broke my heart again. Hi, Tanya. I knew that I'd run into you eventually. How are you? Staying busy. Glad to hear it. This feels like deja vu to me. Isn't that ridiculous? Not a kneecap was harmed. Those of you who laughed, you are my people. Here's this holler song I wrote because I'm a communist. out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Your money and your hearts are black. You've stole from us, now give it back. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. They've never met a face before, but yours is what I've made them for. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. 'Cause none of God's creatures did care or fuss till man made money and never enough. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. Christ himself would be sick a little to hear you called evangelical. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. Come face your sins, Republicans. This won't be your country, no, never again. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. First time I ever played that song, someone left midway yelling something about me being a socialist, which was not quite true. I'm a land-back communist. She didn't know the difference. I've got two more. This has been great. I appreciate y'all listening. It's not every day I get up on stage and sing my really sad, gay, intellectual songs and people listen, so I really appreciate it. This is a song I wrote because I had cancer recently, and when you have cancer, it really does do the thing where you realize that you're mortal, and you realize that nothing matters, and that your own body isn't even a haven. And so I wrote this song about all the regrets for the things that I never thought to do, that I wish I had done. This one's called Boxcar Door. By now I thought I would have hopped a train, even just to say I did. And with the locomotion of my brain, there's a longing to be free of it. But now I'll never ride the rails like I never have before. Watch the sunset fall behind your shoulders, leaned up against a boxcar door. You'd smile at me bright in the soot and pass your cracked pink mug to me, and I'd feel my heart long to stay put while all the miles flow underneath. But now I'll never ride the rails like I never have before. Let the moonshine warm me inside out. Leaned up against a boxcar door. When it takes me to my final stop, I hope it might just be yours too. One more time if we could ride on top and chug off into the big wide blue. But now I'll never ride the rails like I never have before. Chase to the horizon hand in hand. Watch the world go by our boxcar door. But now I'll never ride the rails like I never have before. Watch the sunset fall behind your shoulders, leaned up against a boxcar door. Thank you so much. I'm going to do one more. And this one more I'm going to finish with, I'm going to do an F. And you're going to wonder why I was tuned to G this whole time. When you tune a banjo low, it becomes a different being. And I love the being it becomes. And it just sings. And it has this darkness and this resonance. And just a hint of sustain. And if you've ever played a banjo, you know that we dream of sustain. 16th notes are our language, and we hate them. But you'll immediately hear it open up and ring and hum against your sternum. And it's perfect for writing songs about boys who have cancer in their astrological charts, which I do 4 times. And I should never date a Cancer again. This one's called Dark Side. It's about the moon. Thank you so much. It's not what it's made for, but I got out my scope and looked up at the moon, but I didn't feel hope. It made me feel pain, and I know you know why, 'cause I bet in this moment you're watching the sky and you're wondering if, is there always a dark side? Can love orbit 2 souls without the locked tides, without hidden shame, hidden craters of heart, without its own shadow always covering part? Can love be what it is, like a green thing that grows if you just meet its needs and let it alone? Once before us, before pruning and grafts, it just bloomed for the nighthawks and the bees that flew past it. It bloomed for the stars, the bright side of the moon. Pale moonflower flower fades away soon, unlike us with our woes. On the very same vine, the next bloom comes along in almost no time. I hope till I die I respond to its pull. For every eclipse, half-hearted or full. And if you look up, I mean when, 'cause you will. I will be to the dark side means no ill, for it's all the same moon, can we take it as whole? The thing is celestial, no portion is dull. If it gives sleepless nights, don't wallow or sigh, for in that same night the last moonflower dies. Oh, for it's all the same moon, can we take it as whole? The thing is celestial, no portion is dull. If it gives sleepless nights, don't wallow or sigh, for in that same night the last moonflower dies. Thanks so much. Stick around for Dave Shepard and Olivia Ellen Lloyd. Justin Hiltner, justinhiltner.com.
I met a perfect lady, said she'd be my baby. We built a cottage in the old hometown. Yodelay, yodelay. I can't give up my good old rambling ways. That old freight train is calling me away. I may be rough, maybe wild, maybe tough, but that's just my style. I can't give up my good old rough and rowdy ways. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. I'll run into a bounder I knew when I was around her, who grabbed me by the arm and buy a drink. We'll go down to the pool room, get in a game and then soon it's broad daylight and I ain't slept a wink. Yodelay, oh yodelay. I can't give up my good old rambling ways. That old freight train is calling me away. I may be rough, may be wild, may act tough, but that's just my style. I can't give up my good old rough and rowdy ways. Yodelay, yodelay, rowdy ways. Oh, thank you so much, folks. My name's Dave Shepard. Super happy to be down here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thanks to Olivia, Ellen, Lloyd for having me this evening. And Justin for warming up the crowd. Such a great set, Justin. So killer. Silver linings all gone. Sun lights the sky. There's 1,000 times sun lights the sky. There's 1,000 times a day I don't know who I am. Oh, thank you so much, folks. That was an original tune of mine do not have recorded just yet. This next tune here, a good friend of mine, we co-wrote some music over the winter, December through about Valentine's Day. He hit me up and just said, send me some stuff, I'll write some lyrics to it. And he ended up recording it and putting it out. Guitar and voice recordings of these songs. It's under his name if you guys want to check these songs out. I'm going to do a bunch of these tunes tonight. His name is Bjordan, and that's like, Jordan with a B in the front, or Borden with a J there in the middle. But he's more of an electronic artist, but he's got these collections out called Working Classics Volumes 2 and 3, and all that stuff we wrote together. And any of the tunes I mentioned tonight that I wrote with him are going to be on those recordings, if you want to check it out. But anyway, here's a strange one he wrote, and this is how it goes. I think I found the loneliest cowboy around. He's way out on his own. I think I found the loneliest cowboy around. In a world no one has known. All alone, way up in the stars. All alone, cowboy on Mars. All alone, no one around. He's never coming down. The king is crowned, the loneliest cowboy around. In a world no one has known. The king is crowned, the loneliest cowboy around. And the earthly all outgrown. All alone, way up in the stars. All alone, cowboy on Mars. All alone, no one around. He's never coming down. Not now. Thank you, folks. Here's another one of those Bjordan tunes here. Oh, when I look back on my life, it's been the bad times I've recognized. It helped me to see the light. All that I look for, all that I need, somebody out there waiting for me. Don't you know I'd walk through hell just to tell you I love you. I fell hard and fast and flew right past you. Now let me ask you, did you see me falling? Did you hear me calling your name? I thought I heard you, but an echo might sound the same. me to see the light. All that I look for, all that I need, somebody out there waiting for me. Don't you know I'd walk through hell just to tell you I love you. I fell hard and fast and flew right past you. Now let me ask you, did you see me falling? Could you hear me calling your name? I thought I heard you, but an echo might sound the same. An echo might sound the same. Oh, thank you, folks. I won't tell you it gets better. I won't tell you that it's good. I'll tell you that I'm here. I'll tell you that I'm here. I'll tell you that I'm here. I can't see myself only, my reflection. Can you see yourself? My favorite sad songs are bringing me joy today. Doesn't mean that I won't cry. Doesn't mean that I won't cry. Doesn't mean that I won't cry. I can't see myself only, my reflection. Can you see yourself? I can't see myself only, my reflection. Can you see yourself? Oh, thank you so much, folks. That was another original of mine that I've yet to record. If y'all like what you hear, feel free to find me on the internet. I'm on all the things and streaming on all the other things, and I'm out there. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's at O Dave Shepherd. You know, the letter O. Irish. O Dave Shepherd. It's not. I use an O instead of an X. I don't know. You know how when there's other versions of your name, you add letters to just make it your own. So that's me, O Dave Shepherd. You can find me out there. I'm on all the streaming stuff too. Got some tunes streaming. Crushing it, I know. I've had very little practice speaking it to a crowd over the last year and a half. All right, this is another one of the Bjorn tunes here. I've been counting my scars like a death from 1,000 small cuts, and the weight of it all heavy for you. I got lost counting stars once in my life I have passed by a bed of roses, and the smell in the air reminds me of you. Oh, I've lived many lives, and I'm sure there are more to come. We were more than apart, we were one. I'm here now, waiting for you. I'll hold out for you. I'm here now, waiting for you. I'll hold out for you. Thank you so much, folks. I got time for a few more tunes here. I'm gonna try to bust through them. Let's see. Oh, cutting a bunch of songs. Oh no, I just wrote way too many. I was like, oh, I got an hour, right? All right, this song you can find on my streaming platforms. This is a tune I wrote and recorded here in Nashville, actually, with the one and only Mark Thornton. He's got a great studio. If you know that guy, check him out. Anyway, this is a tune called Yellowstone. I'm thinking about driving out to Yellowstone. Take the long way and take my time. I'm thinking about Yellowstone. There's parts of me that I may find along that double yellow line. Put old scenery behind. So many friends of mine with brand new scenery behind. Brand new scenery behind. Parts of me that I may find along that double yellow line. Parts of me that I may find. Every time that I've been through, there's someone there who looks like you. If only it were true. Thinking now it's time to ride along that double yellow line. Put old scenery behind. Oh, thank you so much, folks. All right, I got time for two more songs. I'm going to do this one real quick right here, and then I'm going to have a friend up here to do a tune with me. And I think it's going to be pretty cool if we can pull it off. Anyway, here's a tune, another Bjorn tune. This one is Easy on Yourself. On that old gravel road. I ride with a gallop so slow. All the dust, billows and blows out behind me as I go. It's all I know, moving with a pace so slow that that cool breeze blows. Wherever I wander, I'm home. Take it easy on yourself. You could use a little break. Take it easy on yourself. This life's gonna have to wait. This life's gonna have to wait. Oh, that old gravel road, it feels like a second home. Oh, it's all I know. Well, that and being alone. Out here I've grown as a man, flesh and bone. That old gravel road reassured me as I go. Take it easy on yourself. You could use a little break. Take it easy on yourself. This life's gonna have to wait. This life's gonna have to wait. This life's gonna have to wait. Oh, thank you, folks. All right, he got his banjo out. That means we're doing it, folks. I'm going to have Justin up here. We're going to do an impromptu jam here. I think it's going to be fun. Bluegrass. Can you pass me that water? Yep. I'm yodeling when I don't want to.
Yeah, I had one accidental yodel tonight too. Not a bad band name.
Right, or song. Mind if I kick it off with just the guitar? And then you come in and do one?
Yeah, you're playing it at a capo 2.
Oh, yeah. So G shape.
Is what
Key of A.
you're doing there is B.
You tune down to F, remember?
Oh, I am, yeah. I forgot I did that.
I was like, what's going on?
Me too. It's like, why is this happening?
Musician problems. Now don't look too hard at my hand or else you might get confused. Well, down the road about a mile or two lives a girl named Pearly Blue. About so high and her hair is brown, prettiest big boys in this town. Anytime you want to know where I'm going down the road, I'm getting my girl out on the line. You find me there most any time. It's every day and Sunday too that I'm going to find my Pearly Blue. Before you hear the rooster crow, see me headed down the road. Well, Mr. Justin owns the farm, from the hog lot to the barn, from that barn out to the rail, made his living by carrying the mail. Every time I get the blues, I walk the soles right off of my shoes. Don't know why I love her so, that girl of mine that lives down the road. Well, down the road about a mile or two lives a girl named Pearl Blue. About so high, her hair's brown, prettiest thing boys in this town. Yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, folks. Justin Hiltner on the banjo. My name is Dave Shepard. Thanks for listening. Stick around. Olivia, Ellen Lloyd.
pleasure to be back here in Madison, Tennessee. They stole that from me. I'm from a small town called Shepherdstown. Laura May's heard of it. And they wrote this real hacky show called Ghosts of Shepherdstown about it. I mean, the town is pretty haunted, but it's very melodramatic and funny. And everyone I went to high school is like doing a really bad job of acting in it. They're like, I think I saw the ghost of Shepherdstown behind me. Really recommend looking it up sometime. It's terrible. Jesus. So weird. Anyway, we'll be playing all originals, all killer, no filler tonight. Thanks to my opening acts for filling that hour so I don't have to think about covers to play tonight. This next tune's called For God's Sake. 1, 2, 1. Crushing it. Yeah, let me take a minute to introduce my band. To my right, playing telly, singing some backup vocals, we have Sean Markey over here. Right behind me, Shenandoah Junction's finest. I met Kyle at 4-H camp in like 1999. Kyle Andrews on the drums. Goat farmer, amateur mechanic, great drummer. And to my left, I call him my in-house bassist because he does live in my house. We have Larry Cook. I do make him pay full rent, though. He does have to pay full rent. Gotta start somewhere, you know. This next tune, I always like to do a little toast. Most of my songs are, I got a really good piece of songwriting advice from someone, which is to take the seed of the truth of a thing. and then just like depersonalize it a little bit. Like, don't make it totally about exactly the situation, because then it's hard to sing. My God, thank you, Laura May, for the water. Thank you, I love you. But I didn't do that with this song. I totally fucked that part out. So this is a tune about my very best friend, Emily, who is unfortunately no longer physically with us. But I wrote a tune about how important friendship is, and our friendship was to me. And I always just like to say a little bit about her, which is that she was like, I don't know, 5'11", blonde hair, blue eyes, big boobs, and I was like 5'2", redhead. Being her best friend, it was a little exhausting sometimes. And it wouldn't have worked out if she wasn't like the nicest, smartest, funniest person in the whole world. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about her in a song. But before we do that, I just want to give a little toast to my gal. So if you got a drink, toast to Emily. And now I'm going to tell you about her. I'm not so convinced about the monogamy thing, but I do believe in lifelong friendships. That's how I convinced this guy to come with me, so. Oh, he's fine. Emily, I turned mountains into valleys if it would bring you home. And I'd sell all of my possessions just to know you weren't alone. But I can't go where you're going. We were both born in the summertime, 1991, in the same old Appalachian town, known for nothing and no one. And our mamas knew each other way back when, though I wouldn't say that they were friends. So how could they ever really know that Emily, I turned mountains into valleys if it would bring you home. And I'd sell all of my possessions just to know you weren't alone. And I can't go where you're gone. No, it wasn't always roses. Sometimes love can feel like hate. But I'd take each slide 1,000 times for a second, away from all this pain. And that angry year, it slowly passed, them sullen stares between our classes. I don't know if you ever really cared. But Emily, I turned mountains into valleys if it would bring you home. And I'd sell all of my possessions just to know you weren't alone. And I can't go where you're gone. Of you far away from me. So instead I like to picture you in surfer's paradise, waist deep in the water with the sun reflecting in those blue eyes. And I can't say everywhere Thanks so much. I like to say that I write sad songs in different tempos. So this is a sad song in a sort of a waltzy, upbeat tempo, you know. Shake it up a little bit. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, the problem with liquor's I'll drink it if you keep a drop in the house. And the problem with gossips, I think that it's true, even if it's just going around. And the thing about sorrow, the part I could never get down, see it'll crop up all on its own like it took the express train to town. Comes along when it wants to, like a bad boyfriend from college. Hits you up with that could have been, should have been, all that terrible knowledge. It'll find you in the bathroom when you're trying to get ready. It'll meet you as you're getting off of work and that sun is barely setting. It'll catch you off guard on the train home, try to forget it. And as that sorrow creeps into your bones, oh, you know you're bound to regret it. Comes along when it wants to, like a bad boyfriend from college. Hits you up with that could have been, should have been, all that terrible knowledge. Now the thing about music that makes us feel like we all got a story to tell. But them sad songs will just conjure up sorrow like some kind of obvious spell. Done my best to avoid it, you know. I do yoga and sometimes I pray. No, I don't. But every so often I turn on the record and I let sorrow drag me away. Comes along as expected, like you're finding me drunk at the bar. And I get on with that could have been, should have been. No, we ain't getting far. Comes along when it wants to, like a bad boyfriend from college. Hits you up with that could have been, should have been, all that terrible knowledge. Thank you so much. Thank you. My voice can't do it. All right. I'm so happy to be here. I'm sort of sad I can't stay a little longer. Last time I was here was right out of COVID, and I feel like we're still in it. But like it was that little packet where we'd all been vaccinated. Well, most of us with reason had been vaccinated, and we were all started to sort of crawl out of our cocoons a little bit. And I feel like every time I went somewhere, we were all like, just like, oh my God, who are you? What are you doing? So I feel a little bit more comfortable now, mostly because I'm on the road getting a little up my nose every day. But it's so nice to be here. One of the things I don't like about tour is you get into a town, you're like, this is great. Bye. Goodbye. We're off to Knoxville tomorrow. I'm going to play a new tune for you. Where's your beautiful mask? I do that in D, right? Yep. I'm going to try a new song for you. The nice thing about this album is I put it out in quarantine, and it was, all songs I'd written for my whole life, and now I'm working on ones that I've just written in a short period of time. So we'll see how that goes. You tell me. desire. It'll burn right through your conscience like a raging prairie fire. When I saw you at the bar with your eyes boring into me, I knew I was a goner. I knew where I had to be. Never wanted anyone like I want you. And just because I never tell you doesn't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. Honey, what do we do with this beautiful mess? I ain't thinking about sex, baby, it's sleeping next to you. 'Cause I cannot control the way my sleeping body moves. And ever since I was a young girl, I had all these bad dreams. And I'll shiver and I'll shake, baby, I might even scream. Never wanted anyone like I want you. Just because I never tell you doesn't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. Honey, what do we do with this beautiful mess? And I'm not afraid of dying. It's growing old, forgetting who I am, or regretting the path I chose. So if it's all the same to you, let's take it day by day. We can always draw a map if we begin to lose our way. Never wanted anyone like I want you. And just because I never tell you doesn't mean that it ain't true. Never wanted anything like I want this. So honey, what do we do with this beautiful mess? Thank you. Thanks so much. It's a fun time in quarantine, just writing tunes and imagining what they one day will sound like. So back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, I think I can do Excuse Yourself now. This is a tune I wrote called Excuse Yourself. You should all excuse yourselves, honestly. All right. I've been crying tears, but they ain't mine for too long, too long. I've been writing bad checks from an account that's been closed all along. Please excuse me if some bass player commiseration happening in the audience tonight. Dave's going to be joining me for the last 2 dates on bass. I'm very excited. And he's just, yeah. And thank you so much. All right. We're going to do another new one because I'm feeling sassy tonight, folks, which is always a good sign. Yeah. The song's called Behind Every Good Man.
Gave it up without much of a fight. 'Cause if I ain't trying, what do you have left? Well, I held it all for you, and now I'm tired. Go on, find somebody else to haul the rest. A little house on a concrete foundation. Someone brought in on a flatbed years ago. Trouble started right after we moved in. It had been brewing for a while, we both know. Behind every good man, there's a woman who's tired. Keeping the lights on and putting out your fires. And if that is all you wanted now, anyone would do. And I hope you find someone as desperate as you. Now I wasn't taught to covet fancy things, and if it ain't borrowed, you know it's secondhand. So I'll gladly give you back my wedding rings. Now could you get me back the time I wish I had? My mama looks at me like I gone crazy. My darling, this is just part of the deal. You gotta work, then clean the house, then raise some babies. And don't you leave that man looking for his next meal. Behind every good man, there's a woman who's tired. Keeping the lights on and putting out their fires. And if that is all you wanted now, anyone would do. Well, I hope you find someone as desperate as you. Well, what do I do with all this love I have for you? When I know I'm better off now that we're through. And as you're packing up your things, I said, hope life treats you well. When you hand me back the house keys, you say you can rot in hell. Behind every good man, there's a woman who's tired. Keeping the lights on and putting out your fires. And if that is all you wanted now, if anyone would do. And I hope you find someone as desperate as you.
Thanks so much. My divorce attorney told me that I have to say that's a work of fiction. So that's a work of fiction. I got just a few more for you tonight. Thank you so much for coming out on this, this is sort of, I feel like the beginning of fall tonight, which is really great. For me, personally, I'm a real fall gal, as they say. We're gonna cut right into River Run.
Well, that evening turned so quickly in the morning. And I ain't never seen this to run. Stay asleep a while, my darling, 'cause I need a couple minutes to myself, trying to sort out these thoughts and what I'm feeling into something that might be worthwhile to tell. 'Cause I can't break your heart this early in the morning, and I don't know if we should throw in the towel. So when you ask me, I've been a fake guitar and casual grin, and all these lies will flow like water from my mouth. There's a girl I used to wake up from the same dream, where I'm floating in a river beneath the trees. When all of a second, without warning, the water rose up before I had a chance to breathe. And I'm reminded of that sick and sorry feeling when I realize you know just what I've done. But you can't undo the past. Water's flowing way too fast. Nothing to do but hold my breath, let the river run. And I don't wanna go home and face the music. No, I'm not ready to feel bad for what I've done. But you can't undo the past. Water's flowing way too fast. Nothing to do but hold my breath, let the river run.
Thank you so much. I have just a few more for you tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this late night. Might be a school or a work night for you. Or maybe you're like me and you are constantly taking sick days, in which case I appreciate you. If you liked the songs you heard, the lion's share of them are on a record called Loose Cannon. Very proud to report that we're at around 450,000 streams, which means that I get which means that I get to pick any of the like very large stuffed animal at the top of the vending machine. I have enough tokens for that. But in like actually all seriousness, I'm very proud of that. All right, okay, we're gonna try West because we got it. So this is one of the first songs I ever wrote, and it ended up on the record. So what does that tell you? Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. This is a song I wrote when I was thinking about moving to the West Coast, which I never did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're strung out again up in Michigan. Oh, but I don't think I'll stay here very long. And West Virginia feels like a long lost friend. But I don't know if I can go back home. I don't know much about the West, but I can smell that salt air on your chest and the Pacific coast. Been in my dreams saying, darling, won't you come and sit by me? I spent a summer sweating in the trees way down south in smoky Tennessee. And the boys now, they were mighty nice to me.
Thank you. Leave you on a cliffhanger, make you want more. Okay, I got one more new one that I've been messing around with. And I gotta tell you a little story about this song. I am the third generation, thank you. My beautiful, Laura May Socks, everybody. Woo! Hand model, dance teacher, musician. So I grew up in a little town in West Virginia called Shepherdstown. If you missed the first song, that's what that's about. And my mom grew up there too, and my grandparents actually moved there in their early 20s. So I have like semi-deep roots. It's not that deep. They're from Wheeling, way outside of Wheeling, but closest thing is Wheeling. But they moved there in the 50s, and they bought this beautiful house. And recently, a friend of a friend, a mutual friend of ours, bought the house and started renovating it and started posting those renovations on the internet, and it brought up all of these like deep memories of a place that I spent every Sunday and most summers. And I started thinking about, I don't know, how much value we place in physical spaces and how much ownership we take over them, even if they're not really ours. Like, I don't know, buildings aren't ours forever. And anyway, you're not supposed to explain your songs beforehand, but I did it. I broke the rule. I'm a rebel. And this is the new tune.
Well, Bones was born out in the country, and so he bought a place downtown. And you could hear the street lights buzzing in every room of that old house. Bones' daddy was a dreamer. He wasn't good at making hay. Well, he once dreamt he built a roller coaster all out of West Virginia clay. But that house is someone else's. Now that Bones has passed away. And the place out in the country, well, it gets wilder every day. Who says memories can't be bought? We always sold ours for a song. Don't other people's lives look good when you paint over the pain and naughty wood? When you paint over the pain and naughty wood. Well, Nani always was a beauty. Now she had looks in high supply. She went off to work on airplanes. Oh, but they never let her fly. See, Nani's brother died a young man, and her mama knew that pain. She saw them silver wings and that pillbox hat, and she said, no, I can't do all that again.
so much. Sean Markey, everybody. Really digging into it. All right, y'all. We got time for one more. Thank you so much for hanging with us on this Thursday night at D's. 12 more songs. If you happen to have traveled a really far way, I'll be in Knoxville tomorrow at Boyd's Jig and Reel. We won't be jigging or reeling, but we will be playing these songs and then a couple sets of some nice bar band tunes I do. Some Patsy, Tammy, and Loretta. Same songs with bagpipes. We're going to do this setup with bagpipes. Yeah. This last tune is super important to me. I gave it the honor of being the title track off of my debut record, Loose Cannon. This is a song for anybody who ever misses being a little young and a little dumb. I certainly miss being both things. Oh, good. Yeah, awesome. How you doing, buddy? You good? I just spilled some water on my very expensive friend. So maybe I'm still a little dumb. Okay. This tune's called Loose Cannon. I don't stay out late much anymore. Most nights I'm in by 9 or 10. And I don't rant and rave after a drink. You could say that I am saner than I've been. Used to cry at the drop of a hat. I used to feel every goddamn thing. Well, I would crawl on my knees through broken glass, trying to feel a different kind of pain. But I don't dream quite as hard anymore. Oh, the world don't feel as big as before. You're such a loose cannon, girl, you're such a loose cannon, flying high. I always wonder where you'd land. Traveled around for a couple years, but the road was never a good fit. Every town it felt new for a couple days until I'd fall into that same old shit. Now I live somewhere not so far away, and still it feels like a different kind of world. From open fields and late night driving, but I swear I'm that same old girl. And I just don't dream quite as hard anymore. Oh, the world don't feel as big as before. You're such a loose cannon, girl, you're such a loose cannon, flying high. I always wonder where you'd land. I were born with no hollow bones, so you know I was never one for flying, I suppose. I was falling, then I crash landed hard. Tried to pull myself together, but in the end I fell apart. And now I don't dream quite as hard anymore. Oh, the world don't feel as big as before. You're such a loose cannon, girl, you're such a loose cannon, flying high. And I always wonder where you'd land. Thank you so much. It's one of my favorite spots to play. I had designs on a Hazel tune, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I've been battling a bit of a sore throat, so that's all I got for tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks to Dave and Justin for opening it up for me. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you to Laura May for bringing me water and being adorable. And see you next time, Nashville. Good night.